the one coach I think deserves it more than anybody is Jim Harbaugh, because of the context where at this time last year he was on the hot seat and we were all wondering, will Michigan move on? He takes a pay cut to stay, comes back, finally beats Ohio State, has Michigan in position to win the Big Ten, has Michigan in position to reach the college football playoff. And the cherry on top, I don't know if you guys saw this, but when Jim Harbaugh restructured his contract to come back, there were a lot of performance bonuses placed in it, which include, like getting to a bowl game, winning the Big Ten, making the playoff, blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of money if he does these things. Jim Harbaugh has said that any bonus money he gets, he's not keeping. He's giving it to any employee in the athletic department at Michigan who had to take a pay cut because of COVID in the last year. Jim Harbaugh is the coach of the month.
No argument.
Right? Exactly. He was my coach of the month. I had Pat Narduzzi as one. And once they lost to Miami, you're like, which way could the season go? They won the month, get to an ACC championship game. Several of the same guys, but Harbaugh, I had Gundy in there as well, but like I said, I gave Oklahoma State the team of the month. Harbaugh plus, not only that, which is awesome. And he's one of those guys where, like, how many fan bases feel safe with their coach? Like, because he likes the university more than securing the bag.
Oh, yeah. Like in this era of being fearful that if Brian Kelly's willing to leave Notre Dame and Lincoln Riley's willing to leave Oklahoma and like anything goes, that of all the high-level Power 5 jobs, that great point, Danny. That would be the one fan base that has to be like, nah, he ain't leaving.
Right. What he's done, like to do the pay cut, to give the money back, to give us the best quote of the year too. So far, that'll be my nomination for quote of the year. When you're burnt, you think you've made it. You're born on third base. One of the greatest lines of all time. Glad to see the cockier, chirpier version of Jim Harbaugh. So he's my coach of the month.
He's awesome. Like it is the full arc because he lands in college football and he's cocky, he's chirpy, he's ruffling feathers, he's like messing up the system, gets humbled a couple of times, and then kind of just turns into this new, like he switched over to the Malcolm X classes, went for like a like totally new, like more educator forward standpoint. A lot of his commentary on like the NFL draft, on players' rights has been maybe different than what you might expect, considering he's traditional enough to want a whole thing of milk with his steak. But like he continues to evolve even at this point, and the win, getting him in position for the Big Ten championship game, still firing off some of those rivalry shots. It is awesome. He dropped that we are going to beat Ohio State or die trying. I was like, geez, you sure? You really want to go that far? But
that was my favorite 50 Cent album.
Beat Ohio State or die trying.
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. I had Jim Harbaugh, Kirby Smart, and then I also threw Kirk Ferentz on there. Iowa kind of got lost in the cornfields there for a little bit, but to storm back and be able to a lot of injuries and just sort of piece this together, you look up and you're like, oh, Iowa's 10-2. That's above their win total. They are playing for a Big Ten championship. It has not looked pretty often, but they're there. But no way that I could argue for a Kirby Smart or Kirk Ferentz over Jim Harbaugh. So at the award ceremony, now go ahead and get them on the red carpet together, because Jim Harbaugh joined Aiden Hutchinson as Michigan lands its second Cover 3 podcast award for the month of November. Congratulations to Jim Harbaugh.